comfortable income and a place to live, but if you want to kick up a fuss, I'll make sure that you leave here with nowhere to go and no one to look after you and not a penny to your name. It's up to you.
You might get your way in the end, but don't expect me to make it easy for you. I'm staying as long as there's a chance Gordon will wake up to you, and I'll be doing everything I can to make sure he does.
Morning. Hope you enjoyed yourself last night.
I did, actually.
Don't have to sound so surprised.
I didn't know what to expect.
Have to do it again sometime.
Let's not get carried away.
Not as bad as you think, you know.
Suppose you have got some good points. See how we go, eh?
Hope Wayne treats her better than he did Jill.
She's not his girlfriend, Rosie.
Yeah, he must have been keen on her to ask her home. He could do a lot worse.
You and your matchmaking?
Do him good to settle down.
Who's settling down?
Oh, Rosie's already got Wayne married off to Di Miller.
Oh, one wedding at a time, thank you. Whoever Wayne marries, I hope it won't be for a while yet. I'll have 2 boiled eggs, thank you. You know how I like them done.
What have you done now?
Oh, you know, Rosie, whenever she gets overworked, she has to take it out on somebody. Don't let me forget to put Di Miller's name on the guest list.
Yeah, I was surprised when you asked her.
Well, she's a nice girl. I thought Wayne would like it.
You're as bad as Rosie. Just more subtle about it.
Of course I am, darling. David and John up yet?
Oh, they went for a walk.
Well, I hope they're not going to be too long. The minister will be here for the rehearsal soon.
Rob's the worry. We had a call from work. He had to go in.
He's coming back.
He knows I'll kill him if he doesn't.
G'day.
Hi, Jill.
Excited?
Sort of.
Oh, he's got used to it.
3rd wedding this year.
Oh, right. Did you take the day off work?
Oh, just the morning. Hope it doesn't take long. Got a desk full of stuff to get through.
Oh, well, you two might as well go ahead. I've got some stuff to bring in.
I'll give you a hand. See you inside, Dad.
Sure.
You can take the bag and I'll take the dress.
Right.
Thought it might be easy if I brought them over today. What do you think?
Great. Now, look good, isn't it? It was just a compliment. Nothing wrong with that. I don't want to apologise for everything I say. You've said how you want it. Fine by me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Have I got Wayne to worry about?
He's at work, giving everyone there a hard time.
Pretty sure I scored a few points. Rosie thinks the sun shines out of me.
Di's nobody's fool.
Rosie's the sort anyone would believe.
And how did you manage to con her? Well, from what you've said, the rest of the household aren't too keen on you.
Rosie's related to my dad's first wife. She always finds excuses for the things I do.
I know the type. John in yet?
He's asked for the morning off. Wedding rehearsal.
Well, he'd better be ready for work when he gets here. I found about 5 errors in this report. I hope his good work wasn't just a flash in the pan.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's bummed around from job to job till now. I think he's the type that gets bored pretty quickly.
Well, if he keeps up this sort of work, he'll be out on his ear, quick smart, no matter who his mother is. When he gets here, you tell him I want to see him.
Will do.
He's supposed to be here for a wedding rehearsal.
Sorry, Mrs. Hamilton. He's delivering a card to a client.
How long's that going to take?
Oh, he should be back any minute.
It doesn't really do us much good. Everybody's here waiting for him.
He was the only one available to do it. I'll get him to call you when he gets in.
Yes, you do that. I'd say it'd be at least another hour.
Oh, I won't be able to stay. This morning was a favour from my boss. Can't be any later than 12. The minister's looking pretty impatient too.
We'll just have to go ahead and I'll tell Rob what to do later. I'll be out in a minute. Would you let them know?
He on his way?
Nope.
I'd appreciate it, Rosie, if you didn't leave the table half full of breakfast things for most of the morning.
I've only got 1 pair of hands.
I'll just have to talk to Gordon about employing somebody who has 2 then. Paul, could you leave that for a moment? I need you around the back.
Didn't see that. Rob's tied up. Patricia reckons we should go ahead.
What's wrong? Did he say?
Work.
I don't believe him.
It must be important, love. He wouldn't miss it otherwise.
John made the effort to be here, and he's only the best man.
It's not going to help getting head up about it.
All I'm saying is, no matter what the situation, this should have come first.
It's all right, Daddy. I'll give him hell when he gets home, though.
Well, if you could all take the places I assigned you, perhaps we can get started.
I'm sorry, Reverend Stevens. I know you're very busy.
That's all right, Mrs. Hamilton. This sort of thing happens quite often.
Well, I found somebody to stand in for the groom. You don't mind, do you, Paul?
No. No, of course I don't.
Good. Let's get on with it.
And the groom says, with this ring I thee wed. The best man steps back a few paces. Now, if you give me the response, please.
With this ring I thee wed.
Etc., etc. You are exchanging the service of rings, are you? Are you going to place a ring on your husband's finger?
Oh, yes, I am.
Fine. Then you repeat the exact words. I then pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride, etc., etc. Then the parents of both parties, the bridesmaid, the best man, the bride and groom, we retire to sign the register. Oh, where exactly will you be setting that up?
We'll set up a small table inside the marquee.
Oh, fine. Well, that's about it then. Oh, except for the choice of music.
Do you mind discussing that, Mother? I'm not feeling too well.
Nothing serious.
No, just nerves. Thank you, Reverend Stevens.
I don't blame her. She's obviously upset at Rob not turning up.
Give it a rest, Gordon.
Probably is just nerves. Would you mind seeing that she's all right, Jill?
Sure.
I'd better get to work.
All right. Thank you, darling. Thank you, too, Paul. I thought, seeing it was an outside wedding, I wouldn't bother with any music. Is that all right with you, darling?
Know how it feels now, mate?
Yeah. I won't have to worry about it for a while.
Better make a move or I'll get scalped.
Right.
David?
A bit unusual.
Oh, not necessarily. Not for an outdoor wedding.
Are you all right?
Of course I am. Look, thanks for coming over, but I just feel like being by myself.
You know, I reckon Rob's
It's got
probably
nothing to
feeling
do with Rob. I'm sorry.
You know that other guy you were talking about? The one you said you were attracted to? It's not Paul, is it?
Don't be stupid. No, you wouldn't even know him. Anyway, I'm over all that. I'm just feeling a bit sick, that's all. Please?
Okay. I'll see you at the restaurant tonight.
Yeah, thanks for arranging that.
Oh, no worries. Buck up, eh? I wish I knew who it was.
I thought I had a suspicious mind. What girl isn't nervous before her wedding?
Paul just seems the most likely one.
When did Angela mention this new flame?
About a week ago.
Now, Paul hasn't been there much longer than that. I doubt if it was love at first sight.
She didn't say it was love. All she said was she'd met someone and she couldn't stop thinking about him. I know, she was very edgy at the rehearsal.
Because Rob wasn't there.
Still, it mightn't hurt to ask Paul when he comes over.
Oh, what good is that going to do? You did give him my message?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Now, you take your crazy theories and buzz off. Look, I've got a mountain of totally confusing paperwork to get through here.
Rambo stuff.
Oh, Wumbo.
Well, how's that going?
Well, should be ready to open in about a month's time.
All the people you employed worked out okay?
I'll tell you when I get through all this lot. Angela is in love with Rob. Now, whoever the new man was, I'd say he's well and truly forgotten by now.
Okay. I'll catch you later.
Better late than never. At least I swung a couple of good deals. Worth over $1,000 in commission. Oh, good on you. You're better off there, then.
Wasn't there much to it?
Not really. Patricia will tell you all you need to know.
Angie okay?
She's got an upset tummy, I think. She's laying down.
She's not mad at me, though.
Tell her about the $1,000. That'll perk her up. Ah, Gordon was the worst one. Oh, you know. Geez, that guy rubs me up the wrong way.
What about Patricia?
She's all right.
Oh, good. I think I'll talk to Angie when she gets up. I think I'll raid the kitchen. I'm starving.
Rob?
He's just gone to the kitchen.
Oh, thought I heard his voice.
He said he'll wait for Angie to get up before he talks to her.
Oh, good idea.
I'll go ahead and select one of the cars. Going out to see Fiona.
Going to have a little bitch session, are we?
She's a friend, Pat. I like visiting her.
I'm sure you do.
Look, you pushed to have the wedding up here. I'm doing my damnedest to make it work, so don't start sniping at me.
I'm merely stating facts. I can't imagine you and Fiona getting together for a little chat without my name coming up.
We've got better things to talk about, Pat.
I hope you can see what I mean.
Yes, I'm sorry. I've had a few personal problems lately.
Well, leave them at home in future. I don't take that as an excuse.
I wasn't trying to make excuses.
I'm just trying to point out your mistakes, that's all. Now, they won't happen again, will they?
No.
Good. Well, that's it then.
Thank you, Mr. Mason.
Oh, there is one more thing. Anything you learn here is confidential. When you found out your mother is on the board, you should have come to me, not gone home with the news.
It was to do with my family.
That's just my point. It wasn't. Not until it was cleared through me. No matter who's concerned, it's confidential until I say otherwise. Fair enough?
If anything concerns my...
Fair enough. Oh, if it concerns you, you can always discuss it with me.
Don't worry, I will.
Doesn't sound too good.
I bet you're cut up about it.
Oh, really? You're making it nice and easy for me. Make sure you get the boot.
Come in.
Not too good, eh?
Oh, it's my own stupid fault. Worrying too much about my love life and not enough about work.
You better snap out of it. Mr. Mason's not the sort to put up with too many mistakes.
Already figured it out. I'll be right. Oh, if you need a hand moving into Fiona's, just yell, okay?
No, I don't think I will.
Never can tell.
If I do, you'll be the first to know.
Oh, it's a disaster, Fiona.
Well, you certainly can't have it here.
My place is too pokey.
Well, maybe you should call it off.
Oh, I can't. I'm the bridesmaid. It's up to me to organise it.
Well, frankly, love, I never thought of Angela as the shower tea type.
I don't care. It should be done, and I'm going to do it. I bet you're giving Rob a bucks night.
Too right.
Then Angela should have a shower tea. I could kill my boss.
Oh, it's no good to blame him. I mean, he was giving you the room as a favour, and a party of 25 is no small booking for any restaurant.
Yeah, he wouldn't have got any money from us either.
Oh, I wish I could be more help.
I know who might be. She's got a huge place too.
Who?
I'll tell you if she says yes. Bye, Mr. Palmer.
Bye.
Oh, traditionalist from way back is our Jill.
Sue and Lynn have the same sort of thing. I suppose it's important.
I'd have given my eye teeth to be able to have it here.
It's a pity Angela's taken a set against you.
Patricia's no help. The least chance to make my name mud and she's onto it.
Wish everyone would just let bygones be bygones.
That's really shooting for the moon, my darling.
I'm home.
She's lying down.
I wish she'd cut back to part-time. No wonder she'd get so tired.
She's lying down because she's upset, not tired. She asked for time off to go to the wedding.
Wouldn't they give it to her?
Of course they did. When she said you weren't going, our boss asked all sorts of questions.
Gee, she's a nosy old bag.
Anyway, it got Lynn upset.
Why?
Made her realise how selfish you're being.
Yeah, I bet the old dears at the cake shop were stirring. They probably put the idea into her head.
You should hear yourself, Kev. You used to be a really nice kid. Ever since that blow-up with Dad, though, the way you talk about people sometimes.
Truth never hurt anyone.
The old dears at Lynn's work happen to be very nice women who care about her. What they see, and me too, is a sour, selfish little brat who's prepared to spoil a good time for Lynn because of his own problems.
Just because you do psychology for nursing doesn't mean you can do something else.
Nana is breaking her neck to go to that wedding. She'll go with or without you. But if you don't go, she'll have a lousy time. You're the one who's always carrying on about how much you love her. Wouldn't hurt to show it for a change. I'm going to work.
Hi.
How are you?
Went to sleep. Oh, don't let's start fighting again.
Susie had a go at me. Suppose I have been selfish. I can't hack the idea of seeing Dad with her, though, and up there.
You should be able to forget that, especially for Rob and Angela's wedding. You're the one who used to rave about how he was your favourite uncle.
Yeah, I suppose he has been good to us.
Mm-hmm.
You really want me to go, don't you?
We've never had a holiday together. If you don't get het up about your dad and Mrs. Hamilton, we could have a great time.
Okay. You're about the only person who could get me to do it, though.
I love you. You know, I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Mrs. Armstrong.
I'm sorry, Jill. I still don't see why you can't hold it at the Hamilton house.
It's up to me to organise it. They've got enough on their plates without having to worry about shower teas.
Yeah, well, I can see your problem. But I'm not even going to the wedding, you know.
How come?
Double booking.
Oh. Oh. What a mess up. Oh, well. I don't suppose it'll kill Angela not having a shower tea.
Well, why don't you speak to Patricia? I'm sure she could help.
I don't want to bother her. She won't even be there anyway.
Why not?
Because of David Palmer being here. She doesn't think it's right to go off and leave him to fend for himself. He only just arrived.
I see. Oh, look, I'll tell you what. You talk to Angela, and if it's all right by her, I'll throw my doors open.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Armstrong.
Well, I always did make a big production out of everything, even making up my mind.
Oh, listen, I'll get back to you as soon as I know.
That's wonderful news, darling. I think you're doing the right thing.
Main thing is that we can stay with you. No way I'm staying at her place.
I'd love to have you both. When are you arriving?
Tomorrow okay?
Fine. Oh, tell me the exact time and I'll come and meet you. Have you called your dad yet?
You let him know, okay?
It's not up to me, really.
I don't want to have to call the Hamilton place.
You're going out there the day after tomorrow. Come on, it's not going to kill you.
I'd rather you did it, really.
All right, but that's it. Now, once you're up here, I'm not going to act as a go-between.
I won't ask you to, promise.
Okay, I'll keep you to that. Bye-bye, my darling. Oh, and love to Lynn.
Bye.
See you tomorrow, bye.
It's my day for confused young men. Come on in. We've got some talking to do.
I really expected to get it in the neck, you know.
Who cares about the rehearsal as long as you make it to the real thing?
A lot of other girls that go through the roof.
Why get miserable over something that couldn't be helped?
So smile.
I love you so much. You know that, don't you?
Of course I do. Hey, day after tomorrow is going to be the happiest day of my life. Hope it will be for you too.
Of course it will.
You should have seen Angela this morning.
It was just bad luck. Normally you could keep out of her way.
I could feel how mixed up she is about it. And my hanging around isn't making anything easier.
Have you decided about Patricia yet?
Oh, of course I haven't. The main problem...
The reason you went there was to make up your mind about Patricia. Now, you've got to do that. If you choose an everyday life over religion, you're choosing Ramberg, the money, me, Patricia, the lot. Now, it's important that you get your feelings clear on that, rather than worry about some silly crush of Angela's. The girl will be married in 2 days' time. Give her a few weeks and she will have forgotten it ever happened. Your worry now is what you're going to do with the rest of your life. So why don't you take back your notice and start doing what you should have done in the first place? Get to know about Patricia Hamilton. It's what James would have wanted.
Took a fair bit of talking, but I finally got her to agree in the end.
Well, you could have cancelled. I wouldn't have minded. Oh, thanks very much, anyway.
At least you don't have to worry about where you're going to throw a bucks night. Can just see you girls doing a pub crawl.
Who's doing a pub crawl?
Oh, it's just Rob being stupid. Joe had a hassle with the room at the restaurant, so we're having the shower tea at Mrs. Armstrong's now. Have to ring around, let everyone know.
Barbara's agreed to it.
Had to do a bit of talking, but yeah.
Oh, that's nice of her. I'm glad I can come now.
I thought you couldn't make it.
David just told me about the Bucks night. He certainly won't be needing any company, so couldn't have worked out better.
Love is very strange.
So, if she can't spend the night with her ex-lover, she'll spend it tormenting her husband's friend, who is never really his lover at all. I'm not convinced that Barbara's house is really that great, whatever Jill says. Her living room is pretty ordinary, and it's got a breeze block wall. Take a look when they have that hen night or shower tea. And all organised by Jill, the traditionalist from way back, as Fiona calls her. Maybe that accounts for the oldest profession. So that's another young couple with a baby on the way coming to stay at Fiona's. It's a regular Bethlehem, that guest house. And Wayne's job. Donna Farmer, who describes herself as Wayne's #1 fan, reckons he started as a stamp and envelope licker, and now that he's had a promotion, he's allowed to address them too. She also thinks toilet cleaning would be at about his level, and maybe he could be a footstool for Di Miller. He's keen enough to become her lapdog. There's more stuff on page 391. I'll try and update that today, and see you tomorrow.